Hi there, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Imala and I am an online fitness and nutrition coach, and I'm currently training to run a marathon. In this video I'm going to take you along in my training, and this is the first training of the week. I'm going to start with band work. Then I started with scapular pull-ups. Those are very important if you want to do pull-ups. And then I moved on to weighted pull-ups, 5 kilograms. I really tried to get as much reps as possible, but it's been a while and I only started with weights again last week. So it's definitely a big challenge. After I pushed myself all the way to my limit, to my end to get progressive overload, I dropped the weight and I did some more reps without the weight, which is very challenging. Just making sure I go until failure. That's exactly what I did. Then I move on to banded pull-ups with an elastic band, just making sure to really maximize my muscle growth. I continued with some calf raises. Even if it's a pull or push day, doesn't matter, I always include calf raises. My husband was cycling, so it was nice to working hard together. Then I moved on to squats. I popped a band around my knees. I just really enjoy that tension that comes with it. I do really struggle with squats lately. I haven't been doing it like every single week, which I definitely want to get into again, because it's just a great way to train, your glutes and your quads. And I just think it's a very important exercise, so definitely will do that a bit more. Then I did some barbell rows. I really enjoy barbell rows. I just need to work a little bit on form, just try to not move my body as much as I am doing, but all in all it's a great way to train your back muscles. This speed up version looks quite funny. So in between I always make sure that I rest. I rest for at least a minute, if not 2 minutes, to make sure that not only my heart rate is down, but my muscles are ready for a new set. So I did the squats, then I did the rows again, and I always write down exactly what it is that I do. So for the next time I know how much I can push and how much I did last time. It's just to keep yourself accountable, but also know if you have to do progressive overload, if you want to do progressive overload, how many more sets or reps or weights you need to put on. Then I moved on to one leg cable step up. I promise you this is such a great exercise, unilateral movement for running, which is really important. And it just burns your glutes, it burns your quads, because you have the constant tension. I would highly recommend adding this into your program. I really enjoy this exercise, even though it's so tough. Then I did some rows. I just put my head on the bench to keep my back flat, that I'm not moving, and I'm really contracting my shoulder blades and then moving the weight up. It's a great exercise to do. Then I did some rows, some horizontal rows, really getting the shoulder blades tight. I might have moved a bit much with this set. Then I did it in a superset. So after horizontal rows, I went to lat pull downs on my knees, trying to squeeze my shoulder blades together. I can put the bench there because we have the bench, but I'm actually really enjoying it, doing it on my knees. I feel like I'm actually using more of my back when I would if I would be on the bench. And I finished it off with hanging knee raises. I also used an elastic band. I've been just really enjoying this exercise. I've been just keep putting it in just to train my full core. Definitely important. And here's just a quick one of the superset that I was doing. Actually tricep, because I did the hanging knee raises there as well. So seated horizontal row and then lat pull downs and then hanging knee raises. And then it was time to get some water, write everything down, chat with my husband. He was just finished from his long cycle session, I think over an hour or so. And then I just did some stretching. It's just really important to get your heart rate down, to try stretch all your muscles, just to get a bit relaxed, because you put a lot of tension on your muscles, and it's just good to get that tension out of your body. So to summarize this session, I started with scapular pull-ups, then I did pull-ups, I did calf raises, squats, barbell row, lat pull-downs, cable row, hanging leg raises. So it was a great session, number 1 of this week. And then in the afternoon, I started my interval run. So if you want to know what exactly I do with my interval run, I'm going to link the video up here so you can see exactly what it is that I do. I usually do 10 times 1K intervals, but I'm going to take you through this whole session if you click on this link. And I'll also leave it down in the description because I think it's really good to see how you can push yourself. It's really hard, but I'll also explain to you what I do and why I do it and how I get my heart rate down and all these things. So this run I did a 14K in total. So first 2K was a warm-up before the interval, and then 10 times 1K repeats. And it was a bit quicker than last week, so I was really happy about that. Oh, and there was a beautiful sunset, and I just really love sunsets. So after the intervals, I popped on my jacket because it was a bit chilly though, even though the sunset was beautiful. Popped on my jacket to make sure that it wasn't getting cold, and I just did a little bit of a walk to cool down. I did a 2.4K walk, so not too long, but just enough to get my heart rate back down. So yeah, that felt good. Tuesday morning was a leg day, and I'm taking you through the workouts. So this is the first time I did the seated leg extensions. They were very tough, but a very good exercise to put into your program. I know that usually you do it in a machine, but this is all I have, so I just tried to switch it up a little bit, and I definitely think I want to do that exercise a lot more because it was quite challenging, but in a good way challenging. Then I did some Romanian deadlifts. It's been a bit of a while since I've done these, but I really enjoy the deadlifts. So what you do is you move your hip backwards. Your knees are a little bit bent, but not too much. So it's a mixture between the standard deadlift and the stiff leg deadlift. So your knees aren't fully extended as in the stiff leg deadlift, and they're also not bent as much in the normal deadlift. You must see it's like an in-between, and it's a really nice exercise. I really enjoy it. And here I did my squats to bench. Just go down slow, go up slow in the booty bend to give it a bit more traction. Unfortunately, I didn't record or the other exercises. I also did some stiff leg deadlifts as well as goblet squats and standing calf raises, but yeah, you know me in calf raises, I always do them. And then I ended the session with a little core. I just think it's really important to train your core, even though yes, in deadlifts and a lot of exercises you are training your core, but especially when you run, I think it's just, personally, I just find it important to train my core a bit more, so that's what I did. Ended this session in just under an hour, so I was very happy with that. And then in the evening I went out for a run. This was a slow run. I did 13K in total, basically 12K, but the first K was a warm-up and my average heart rate was about 148, which I was very happy about because I've been struggling to keep my heart rate down while I was running, and this is actually one of the first times that I was able to run whilst being in zone 2, and that just made me really happy. It shows that my fitness level is improving, and that's just really important because I am training a lot, so your fitness level should improve at one point, right? Then after the run I popped on my jacket again because it was a bit chilly, so I made sure to do a little walk again. So this was another walk of just over 2K, and there was another beautiful sunset, so happy days for me. Wednesday morning was a tough one. Got out of the house, sun was shining, definitely made me happy again. Then the first K was a warm-up K, which was a warm-up walk, just getting some sort of exercise, some sort of movement to get your muscles and your mind into the spirit of things. Then I started with a jog and just tried to get to quicker because I wanted to do these 12Ks around race pace, so that's just under 5 minutes per K, and that went well. I was really happy with that. My watch is syncing. I just finished 12K around race pace. I tried to not look at my watch, so I'll pop up the stats to see how it went. I'm very warm now, I'm very sweaty, so I'm going to get inside, get some electrolytes, but I'm happy with the run today. See you tomorrow, because tonight I'm not going to do workout. Moving on to Friday morning. Wednesday afternoon I always go to cell group, and then Thursday was rest day because it was a long day. And here I am Friday morning on my own. I started with chest. It was chest push day. Started with the barbell and just did some bench presses. Then I moved on and popped some weight on the barbell. I think I had 5 and 5 is 10 and 5, 35 kgs. And I did this set 3 times 10 by myself. And I'm actually pretty happy with that. I'm definitely improving again in my upper body, and I'm happy to be able to train upper body again without feeling any niggles. Then I moved on to calf raises. Of course, this time I'm adding a little bit of weight because even in calf raises I need to do progressive overload, and I came to a point where I did 3 times 25 calf raises per side, and I decided, okay, let's just move up a little bit. So I decided to take the 8 kilogram kettlebell, take it into my hand and do it that way. Then I did some tricep extensions. I really enjoy training triceps. It's just great to make sure that you train your whole body. So if you do pull day, you also need to do a push day, and just making sure that you train everything. Then I did that in a superset with some Bulgarian split squats. It's a love-hate relationship, I would say. When I want to do the exercise, I actually don't really mind it. But then once you start, especially the starting point's not that bad, but like when you go further and further and further and it gets heavier and your quad starts to burn and your just everything starts to burn and you start to shake, so you struggle with standing up and you're moving, then I'm getting frustrated because I'm just like, come on, just keep on going. But I do believe it's a great exercise, especially for running. It's a unilateral movement. So yeah, definitely include it into your program. And then I moved on with some deadlifts. I believe this was 80 kgs, and I'll use straps, very important, because I'd rather focus on the exercise on hand than to focus on if I can still keep the grip. Yeah, just focus on the exercise rather than if you can still keep the weight up. It was good. Finally, I moved on to cable lateral raises. This is the way I do it now these days, and I think it's actually a great way to train your shoulders, and I supersetted it with some cable front raises. Definitely a good one because you don't just train your shoulders, you train your core because you have to keep still and then move your arms up. I'm definitely not doing this heavy, even though my face tells me otherwise, but I'm just trying to pump out 3 times 10, same with the lateral raises. Happy Friday morning, good morning. This morning I was alone in the gym. Well, normally it's a couple's workout, but my husband had a very heavy squash match yesterday. He did very well, and yeah, that's just very tiring, so he'd rather get some sleep. So I finished the workout on my own today, and I'm gonna do another workout tonight. It's gonna be a run and probably a cycle, but just depends how I feel. Then Saturday, long run most likely. See you this afternoon. Friday evening / afternoon, I went for a jog. I believe I did a zone 2 jog. It is Friday afternoon. It is very windy and I'm trying to do a slow run. Honestly, it's so difficult for me to keep my heart rate under 144, but that's what I'm trying to do. Really slow. And yeah, I'm looking like this because of the wind. I have my headphones in, otherwise I don't hear anything. So yeah, that's the situation. Making the best of it. Luckily it's not cold though. Decided to take it off because it started to be a bit warm. Heart rate is just over 144. It's around 146, 148. It's so windy. Done. 1 hour run, 1 hour cycle. Done for today. It's a good day. Good afternoon, it's Sunday. I just finished my warm-up and today I'm going to do a 2-hour run. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I didn't do my long run yesterday because it was very bad. It's been raining the whole day yesterday. Congratulations to the Springboks, the South African nation who won, so it's been pretty exciting. First time I watched a World Cup with my husband at the club, so it was quite cool. So yeah, weather seems pretty good today. Just a little cloudy, but overall looking good. Temperatures are right, so yeah, start the watch and go see how it will turn out today. We are off, starting our 2-hour run. It's a bit chilly, the wind, but I'm pretty sure we're getting warm quick. So in total, I'm running I'm on 25, I'm now at lap 23. So that's all I keep saying to myself. 23 laps to go in this rep. And I count down. And then just focus on keeping my rhythm, breathing, and just keep going. Ten laps down. 15 to go. I'm trying not to focus on my watch. Try to focus on myself, in myself. Just going as hard as I can. Marathon training isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to challenge you. Let's go.
finished and I realized that I didn't calculate it properly. I've been stupid. So I did 12k in just under an hour. And my idea was to do 20 plus k. For some reason I counted 25 laps from the start and should have counted 50. But then once I committed to the run, I was like, okay, let me do this 12k fast. Not fast, but try to, you know, push as much as I could. Which I did. I'm totally dead. I was trying to catch my breath. Let me just walk. Oh, it's never great to sit down after you run because you're gonna make it more tough for your body. So what I'm gonna do now is just walk for a bit, get my heart rate down, probably get some electrolytes, and do another hour or so, but then slow, so I can hit my 2-hour mark. Marathon prep brain, I guess. We are back with a slow jog for an hour. First hour was tough, really tough, but very good practice. You need to practice to push yourself as much as you can. Did that today. Going to end with a slow jog, feels nice. Just had some electrolytes. Yeah, finishing this for today. Then we're done with the workout. Did my weekly check-ins with my clients. So yeah, good day. That was Sunday's training, an hour fast, an hour slow. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really tough, but if you don't push yourself in training, you're not gonna see results on the big day.
If you watched all the way up until here, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment down below, and stay tuned for the next video because something might have happened and I'm gonna update you on this. So yeah, have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.